Hi, and welcome to Conectados, a weekly space where we connect with resources, with technology, with ideas, with neighbors, with stories, and much more. I am your host, Cris Oviedo, and I am very happy to be with you today. Conectados is a space that connects us to one another and brings us together. And today we are connecting with a weekly financial wellness segment, a real estate tip of the week, the dangers of distracted driving, and more. And we start highlighting, some of the holidays and observances coming up in the next 7 days. I've got a fun mix of serious, silly, and savory days to mark on your calendar. So let's watch together. Today, April 9th, celebrating National Winston Churchill Day. This commemorates the day in 1963 when Winston Churchill became an honorary citizen of the United States, the first person ever to receive this honor. Churchill, of course, led Britain through World War II and was known for his powerful speeches and leadership during a critical time in history. On a lighter note, it's also National Unicorn Day. So if you've got little ones at home or you are just young at heart, today is the perfect day to break out anything sparkly, rainbow colored, or magical. Moving to Wednesday, April 10th, we have National Siblings Day. This is your reminder to reach out to your brothers and sisters, whether by blood or by choice, and let them know how much they mean to you. Maybe share an embarrassing childhood story or two on social media. It is also National Encourage a Young Writer Day. So if there's a budding author in your life, offer some words of encouragement or maybe give them a new journal. Friday, April 11th brings us National Pet Day. Time to give some extra love to your furry, feathered, or scaly friends. Post those cute pet photos, buy them a special treat, or even consider adopting a new pet if you've been thinking about it. For the history buffs, it's also National Submarine Day, marking the date in 1900 when the U.S. Navy acquired its first submarine, the USS Holland. Saturday, April 12th is National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. Who doesn't love this comfort food classic? Whether you're a traditionalist with just cheese bread or you like to add fancy ingredients like prosciutto or truffle oil, Saturday is your excuse to indulge. It is also International Day of Human Space Flight, commemorating Yuri Gagarin's historic journey as the first human in space in 1961. Take a moment to look up the stars and appreciate how far space exploration has come. Sunday, April 13th is National Scrabble Day. This celebrates the birthday of Alfred Mosher Butts, who invented the word game in 1938. So and technology failed me there for a minute. It kicked me out. But we finished our holidays segment. And up next I have our financial wellness and coming up. So here we go.
My name is Nakia Williams, and I am a HUD certified counselor at Making Change Center right here in Howard County, Maryland. In a world that revolves largely around consumer credit, I want to talk to you about the very serious issue, which is the dangers of having too much debt, how it can affect you and your family in ways you might not even realize. When it comes to debt, the effects aren't just financial, they can be emotional, mental, and even physical. So, how do you know if you have too much debt? Here are a few signs to look out for: living paycheck to paycheck, using credit for simple purchases, unable to pay more than the minimum payment, no emergency or retirement savings. If any of these sound familiar or you know someone who's going through this, don't worry, because help is on the way. Here at Making Change, we offer free credit and debt management services. Thanks to our team of HUD certified counselors like myself, let me walk you through the simple steps to get the help you need. So step one, reach out to us at 443-518-7650 or info@makingchangecenter.org. You'll be emailed the intake packet, which must be completed prior to meeting with the counselor. Once that's completed and we receive it, you will be assigned a counselor, like myself. Step two, your counselor will contact you to create a personalized action plan tailored specifically for you. Together, we will educate you about important concepts like your debt to income ratio and how it affects your credit approval and rates. You'll also fill out a debt worksheet to understand who you owe and what terms you have agreed to. We'll guide you through the proven methods to reduce your debt and explain your rights as a consumer. Now we're to step three. We'll meet monthly to reassess your progress, challenges, and the goals. We'll work together to make sure you're on track and to take control of your finances and build a brighter debt-free future. Don't let debt control your life. Take action today and let us help you build a strong financial foundation for you and your family. Remember, help is just a phone call away. Reach out to us at Making Change and start your journey to financial freedom at no cost to you.
Thank you to Nakia and everyone. Thank you to Nakia and everyone at Making Change for your continued partnership. And up next, we have Santiago Carrera with his real estate tip of the week.
Santiago Carrera, and here's another tip while you're selling your home. Appraisals. Very important at the time of the sale of your home. They check comparables in the area, and if your realtor provide you with those comparables before listing your home, most likely you are not going to have any problems. But if for some reason the appraisal does not come and the value that you listed your home, and be prepared to have an explanation or provide additional information and documentation on the value of your home. Another reason why appraisals are coming to your home is to look for safety issues like carbon monoxide alarms and smoke detectors, handrails, and there's a list of these safety issues that you and your realtor should have gone through before you put in your house on the market, so you don't have any delays at the moment of selling your home. So make sure you have a conversation with your realtor about the appraisal and what this appraisal is going to do at the moment of the inspection on your home and what are the requirements or the list of safety items. See you next week with another tip while you're selling your home.
Thank you to Santiago Carrera and his team for joining us every week. Up next, we're going to take somewhat of a little break. I'm going to share with you a little bit about collagen and its importance, and tell you a little more about some of the things I do personally to take care of the skin. Skin doesn't bounce back like it used to. Those fine lines becoming more visible. Maybe you've tried countless creams and serums, but nothing seems to make a lasting difference. That's because true beauty starts from within. By your late 20s, your body's natural collagen production begins declining by about 1% each year. which means that by age 40, you've lost up to 20% of your collagen. This essential protein is what keeps your skin firm, your joints flexible, and your hair strong. But there is good news. You can replenish what time takes away. Drinking collagen has revolutionized the beauty industry for one simple reason. It works where topical products cannot reach. When you drink collagen, you're delivering these vital proteins directly to your bloodstream, where they can be transported throughout your body. This means benefits not just for your skin, but for your hair, your nails, your joints, and even gut health. Did you know that collagen makes up 70% of your skin structure? Drinking collagen daily has been shown to improve skin elasticity by up to 30% and to also increase hydration and reduce the depth and visibility of wrinkles. Many users report a natural, healthy glow that no makeup can replicate. Collagen also provides the amino acids needed to build keratin, the protein that forms your hair and nails. Users typically notice stronger nails that don't chip or break as easily, and thicker, shiny hair with less fallout. Also, as the cushioning between your joints diminishes with age, collagen helps rebuild this essential padding, reducing stiffness and discomfort while improving mobility. The amino acids in collagen also help repair the intestinal lining, potentially improving digestive issues and enhancing nutrient absorption. Collagen supports your body's natural healing processes overall. It also strengthens blood vessels and may even help regulate metabolism. But here is the key. Consistency is everything. Daily consumption creates a steady supply of these building blocks, allowing your body to continuously repair and regenerate. Missing even a few days can interrupt this process, which is why making it part of your morning routine is so important. Not all collagen supplements are created equal. Pharmacy's drinkable collagen stands head and shoulders above the competition. Made with premium marine collagen peptides, the most bioavailable form on the market, so that your body can absorb and utilize up to 90% of what you consume, compared to just 30 to 40% with many competitors. Plus, a perfect combination of collagen type 1, vitamin C, and many other powerful nutrients makes this the perfect formula to give you maximum results. The secret to transformative results isn't in occasional use. It is in making pharmacy collagen part of your daily ritual. Many users report noticing firmer skin within 4 weeks, with dramatic improvements in skin texture, hair thickness, and nail strength by 8 weeks. But these benefits only continue as long as you maintain your collagen routine. Think of it as an investment in yourself. Just 30 seconds each morning for vibrant skin, stronger nails, thicker hair, and more comfortable joints throughout your day. Isn't it time you nourish your beauty from within? Contact me if you have any questions. Experience the pharmacy difference and discover why thousands have made it the daily must-have. Because real beauty goes deeper than the skin. And we continue with Conectados, our weekly space to connect with resources, information, and most importantly, with one another. I am your host, Cris Oviedo, and today, I'm running a month-long campaign to bring awareness about distracted driving and elevate the dangers of distracted driving while encouraging safer driving practices, as this is a serious issue that affects all of us who share the roads. So we are going to be taking part of this celebration and this campaign of bringing awareness on the dangers of distracted driving. So I hope you enjoy this. In a moment and thinking about the last time you were behind the wheel. Were you completely focused on driving, or were you perhaps checking a quick text, adjusting your GPS, or maybe even grabbing a quick bite to eat? Distracted driving is any activity that takes the driver's attention away from the task of safe driving. And here's a sobering reality. It only takes a split second of distraction to change lives forever. As someone who spends plenty of time on the road myself, I've noticed a disturbing trend. More and more drivers with their heads down, their eyes not on the road, but on their phones. And the statistics back this up. In 2022, over 3,000 people were killed in motor vehicle crashes involving distracted drivers. An estimated 289,000 people were injured in motor vehicle traffic crashes involving distracted drivers. Distracted driving contributed to 8% of all fatal crashes in 2022. Texting and cell phone use has become the most prevalent type of distracted driving in America today. When you send or read a text message, your eyes are off the road for about 5 seconds. And I want you to picture this. If you're driving at 55 miles per hour for about 5 seconds of distraction, that's the equivalent of driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. The dangers are so well recognized that texting while driving is now illegal in 49 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, the Northern Mariana Islands, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Additionally, handheld phone use is prohibited while driving in 30 states and several U.S. territories. Young drivers are particularly at risk. That's why 36 states and the District of Columbia have specifically banned cell phone use by novice drivers. But come on, let's be honest. This isn't just a young driver problem. This is an everyone problem. Using a cell phone while driving, like all other forms of distracted driving, poses a danger not only to vehicle occupants but to pedestrians and bicyclists as well. We're all vulnerable when someone decides to split their attention between driver and their device. So what can we do about it? Let me share some practical safety tips that could save lives, maybe even your own life. If you're expecting an important text message that truly cannot wait, pull over and park your car in a safe location before using your device. It really is that simple. Your life and the lives of others are worth those extra few minutes. Another great option, designate your passenger as your designated texter. Let them handle your calls or messages while you focus on driving. And please, I am begging you, do not engage in social media scrolling or messaging while driving. Whatever's happening on Instagram or on TikTok or on Facebook can definitely wait until you reach your destination. If you struggle with the temptation, there are tools that can help. Activate your phone's Do Not Disturb feature while driving. Some phones can even detect when you're in a moving vehicle and automatically enable this feature. Or take the most foolproof approach. Put your cell phone in the trunk, the glove box, or back seat until you arrive at your destination. One of the most powerful things that we can do is lead by example. So when getting behind the wheel, show your family and friends what responsible driving looks like by putting your phone away. You might see other people texting and driving, but that doesn't make it normal, acceptable, even safe. And passengers, you have a role to play as well. If you see your friend or family member texting or driving, please speak up. Tell them to stop. Offer to make the calls or respond to messages for them. Your voice can prevent tragedy. Staying focused on the road is absolutely key to driving safely. It's not just about avoiding tickets or following the law. It's about making sure everyone gets home safely at the end of the day. So I hope you will join this campaign. I will hope that you will take care of yourself and of everybody else that's in the road, and that we will do our part. I know it's difficult. I'm not trying to say that I'm perfect with this, but it is important, and it can save your life, my life, and everybody else's life. Let's take a quick 30-second break, and then we will be right back.
Of this house. We had the house for 2 days in the market. We had multiple offers, and the property sold $25,000 on asking price. Are you ready to sell? Call me. I'm ready to help you.
Thank you for staying with me this Wednesday, this morning of Conectados. I am your host, Cris Oviedo. We're just a couple of weeks away from Easter. And those of us who are Catholics, and you're seeing my cat, who you have seen on many videos today, but those of us who are Catholic continue to get ready during this Lent period, which is a time for reflection. And today, I like to share a quick excerpt. There you go. Today, I'd like to share a quick excerpt of Father homily as he reminds us that under God's loving eyes, we all of us, including me with my technology issues this morning and my cat issues this morning, um, we all do have hope. We all have a future. So let's listen to Father Mel this morning.
Mob, Jesus chose gesture and silence. He bent down and using just one finger, he wrote the dust. What was he teaching in this silent sign? Was it a reminder that the law came from the finger of God, based on Exodus chapter 31, verse 18? Was he writing the sins of her accusers, St. Augustine suggested in the 4th century in his commentary about this gospel reading? Whatever he wrote, we really do not know. Whatever Jesus wrote, it indicted every person in that crowd, dosing their pretentiousness in a cold bath of self-recognition. With all their bravado, no one had another word to say when Jesus invited the sinless one to cast the first stone. Let the one among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her. What a great declaration. He went back down and proceeded to write his finger on the ground again. I envision this writing on the ground as Jesus drawing a line in the sand, a boundary line protecting the woman that made her to be sin. Whatever it was, one by one, the scribes and the Pharisees departed from the eldest to the youngest. While Jesus was alone with the woman, he asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" To which she says, "No one, sir." "Then neither do I condemn you. Go your way, and from now on, do not sin anymore." Another great declaration. You see, but dear friend, our God, our Lord, is addressing a very common failing. And we are social beings. We live together in society. It is natural to compare ourselves with others and to judge them. And most of the time, the judgment is negative. Unconscious of our own failings, we sometimes feel better when we put others down. But we are not the judge. God is the judge. It is the Lord who will separate the sheep from the goats at the last judgment. There's a famous saying that goes like this: every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Just as today's gospel, there's indeed a past for her and for us, a shameful one, for she was caught in adultery. And Jesus does not minimize it and calls it for what it is, a sin. He condemns the sin, but not the sinner. But the past is past, and notice that what concerns the Lord is the future. From now on, he said, do not sin anymore. I'm struck by the opening line for our first reading today from Isaiah, and it says, God opens the way in the sea and the path in the mighty water. Remember not the events of the past, the things of long ago, consider not. And see, I am doing something new. This week, we reflect on the invitation of Lent, to be deeply renewed, to be made new in Christ, that our God forgives and puts behind all our weaknesses and sins and asks us to embrace the gift of a gracious future, our upward resurrection calling in Jesus Christ. How often we confessors hear confessions about sins in the past, already mentioned every confession, but still the person is unable to forgive or to even go beyond past hurt or injury. Wherever you find yourself in a spiritual environment or space, ask the Lord this week to be able to leave behind whatever holds you back. From the grace to repent, embrace your upward calling in a new and life-giving way. For you, for those you love, and for those you struggle to love. May the God of mercy revealed to us in today's gospel continue to be our source of strength and healing, and assure us that we, all of us, you and I, all of us sinners, we do have a future with God's help and grace. Amen.
What a beautiful message brought to us by Father Mel this past weekend. The words that stayed with me are that Jesus condemns the sin, not the sinner, and that all saints have a past, but all sinners have a future. If you're interested in joining St. John's, the Catholic Church here in Colombia, this Sunday is Palm Sunday. So maybe you haven't been to church in a little bit, and it doesn't have to be St. John's. It could be other churches, whichever church is closer to you. But this might be a good day to go back and, refresh, like Father was saying, just reconnect, restart your journey. Just maybe take a chance and remember that everybody has a past, but the promise is that we all have a future. And with that certainty of a future filled with love, forgiveness, and compassion, I want to close our show today. Thanking you so much for joining me every Wednesday at 9 a.m. here in English and every Friday at 9 a.m. in Spanish. If you have topics, ideas, if you have suggestions, if you have comments, please email them at info@crisoviedo.com. I can go ahead and put that on the comments for you. Next week, I am preparing an interview with representatives from NAMI. We're going to talk about stress and how to handle stress. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you know someone, one of the projects that I have that I really want to get going is I want to tell the stories of our community. I want to tell people's stories. I love to highlight stories of everyone. So if you are somebody who has a experience that you would like to share with others, or someone who knows someone who has an experience that's worth sharing, please contact me, info@crisoviedo.com. I really just want to make sure that we are all connecting with each other. And I find when I go out and I talk to people, I find that people have the most amazing stories to tell. They've had amazing experiences, from very serious to silly to fun. And that's what I want to do. I want to build a tapestry of our community stories. So please reach out to me, info@crisoviedo.com, and help me get this project off the ground. But in the meantime, please share this with others. Drive safely out there. Let's join that campaign. Let's not be the distracted drivers. Let's actually be the safe drivers who are making the example for everyone else in our family and in our community. Let's save some lives that way. And also let's share this information with others so that people can benefit from Conectados, so that people can connect with us as well, and so that we can continue to grow this community and just stay connected with each other. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me. I will be back on Friday in Spanish. Until then, I am Cris Oviedo.